Aloha everyone. Just coming on to see if you guys have been enjoying your green juice. I know I talked about some of the benefits of it and you're probably gearing up, ready to go. Like, yes, green juice is great, sign me up. But I don't have a juicer and I don't know how to juice and what can I buy? And I get it because when I first started juicing, I was super into it. I bought a juicer, I went to Costco, I just got like a $70 Jack LaLanne juicer, and it was great. And then I started learning about like, oh, there's like the slow masticating and the centrifugal and all this stuff, and I was like, oh my God, do I not have the right juicer? But you know what? The best juicer is the one you're gonna use. So it doesn't matter. Don't get caught up in the type of juicer. If you're gonna use it, make sure it's easy to use and just use it. But I actually don't juice that much anymore because I was just so busy. I don't have time to buy the ingredients and to juice. And the good news is, and this is one of the reasons why I stopped, is because of this stuff. Suja. It's backwards here. Suja. The nice thing is it's all organic and it's cold pressed. So again, juicers doesn't really matter at home because you're going to be drinking the juice hopefully within the week, but usually within a couple days. Yeah, so it's not as big of a deal. But when this stuff's made in a facility somewhere, it's shipped, much more important that it's going to be cold pressed because it's going to retain the enzymes. Remember we talked about the enzymes. Live enzymes is what keeps you alive. It's what feeds your cells. So we want all those enzymes. We don't want them oxidizing and dying off because then what's the point, right? So the other thing you have to look for is pasteurized. Make sure it is not pasteurized. Pasteurized, dairy products are pasteurized, and why they do that is basically heating. You're boiling whatever it is, the dairy, the yogurt, the milk, the juice, to kill the bacteria. But guess what? When you do that, you also kill the enzymes. So you don't want any pasteurized. It'll say on there, sometimes it'll say flash pasteurized, as if like, it's a little better because it's not as heated, but cold press. So this is why I like the Suja. It's cold pressed, so it retains the enzymes, and it's also organic because we don't want all that spray, all those pesticides on your vegetables that you're going to be drinking lots of, right? So Suja is great. I think it's like $8 or $9 at Costco for this big bottle. So this, it depends how much you drink, but I drink quite a bit in the morning. But great deal. I mean, it probably costs you that much or more to buy the ingredients and juice yourself. So honestly, that's what I do. And then if I feel like juicing, one of my favorite juice recipes that I like to do is pineapple, celery or cucumber. I usually do pineapple, cucumber, and cilantro. Simple. And some people are like, pineapple, I thought there's tons of sugar and shouldn't we stay away from fruits when we're juicing? Yes. I mean, you don't want to drink a big glass of orange juice. That's a lot of sugar and no fiber. But cucumber and cilantro are greens. Really good for you. Cucumber has an enzyme, urceptin, I think it's called. Really, it's a diuretic. It's high in silica. And what it does is it helps digest the protein in your kidneys. So cucumbers are a really good kidney flush to help break down that excess proteins in our body that we need to flush out and digest. And cilantro, I know some people can't do cilantro because they don't like the taste. You could always do mint if you don't like cilantro. I love cilantro. So juicing cilantro with the pineapple and the cucumber, oh, it's so good. It has a real freshness to it. And cilantro is really good at pulling out heavy metals from your body. So, it's a green. Cucumbers and cilantro are greens. And then you have the pineapple. Pineapple is really high in bromelain, another enzyme that helps break down proteins. Helps also break down excess calcium in your body. We calcify, and it sits in our joints and our vessels. So we want to, the pineapple and the cucumber together work really well at sort of pulling out excess mucus in the body. So mucus is a byproduct of inflammation. So when you get sick, you get nasal stuff, that's to trap bacteria and viruses, right? To get rid of it. That's the body's inflammation is not all bad, right? So inflammation helps us get over cuts and flus and things like that. And mucus is one of the ways the body helps get over inflammation. But when you have chronic inflammation, you end up with a lot of mucus in your body, which isn't good. So the pineapple and the cucumber help flush out some of that mucus, really good at flushing that out. So the other thing is, if you're not used to eating greens, it's okay to add extra fruit to make it more palatable. Don't get caught up in the sugar part of it. What happens is it allows your body to tolerate those greens, that bitterness, because we're not used to generally eating bitter. We're used to sugar, sweets. And so by adding some extra fruit along with the greens, your taste buds get used to the bitter, and then you'll take away some of that sugar, the fruit, and your body tolerates it. It's used to it. It's not as jarring. So it's okay in the beginning if you want to add a little extra fruit. And so, pineapple's great. Like I mentioned before, apples are really good. So yeah, whatever pears. There's also apple pears in the store right now, which are kind of a nice combo of the apple pear kind of mild tastes that are good to mix in. But if you don't have a juicer and you don't want to juice, just get the Suja. But that one you might have to sort of start off slow, just drink little bits, and again, your taste buds will acclimate to the bitterness. And yeah, just start. I like it in the morning. For me, it's a great way to start. I'm not a big breakfast person. I don't like anything heavy. It helps hydrate me and it gives me a lot of energy. And then I usually have a smoothie shortly after, which is a little more filling. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, write them in the comments. Do you have a juicer? Are you looking for juice recipes? Maybe what's your hold up to adding green juice? And let me know. And mahalo for listening. And until next time.